Now it's time for your melanin moment.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good people. Today is Wednesday. It is time for a quick melanin moment. I'm on my way to work. Hope you guys are having an amazing week so far. It is officially hump day. God has brought us this far. And I'm hoping that you're getting everything that you're praying and you're asking God for. It's 2021 so far. But if not, like I always say, there is still time for God to do exactly what He needs to do in your life. Let's jump into this melanin moment for this morning. Listen, this melanin moment is not my regular melanin moment. This melanin moment is actually going to pose a question to you. And I really want answers. The other day I was on Facebook and I think a friend of mine got actually tagged in this post. And so that is how I was able to see it. But I really wanted to pose a question to you guys. So who's going to hell anyway? The Facebook post in a nutshell was a young lady. And it wasn't like she was on a rant or anything. She just was basically saying, stop putting people in heaven like hell empty. And so, of course, I was like, this lady going to open the floodgates and ruffle some feathers. And so I'm all in the comments trying to see exactly what people have to say to respond to her. And surprisingly, a lot of people were in agreement with her. They were saying, listen, people cannot live how they want to live and think they're going to go to heaven. You know your friend out here doing whatever, and you want to act like they in heaven, and you pouring out one for the homie and all this other kind of stuff. That's not right. God ain't pleased. All that type of stuff. But there was this one particular comment. This girl was like, you know what? You're not going to tell me my father going to heaven. He was a good man. He did right by his family. He did right in his community. No, he did not go to church all the time. No, we didn't pray a lot and all this other type of stuff. But my father was a good man. You're not going to tell me that my father is going to hell. So the young lady began to dig in. She was like, well, baby, I'm sorry to hear about your father. I'm not trying to take no stabs at him. But what I will say is that you should read John 14 and 6. So when you read John 14 and 6, if you are not familiar with the passage, it states, and this is in red, Jesus was speaking, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh to the Father but by me. No man excludes nobody. You cannot come to God except you go through Jesus. Now, we all know that little portion of service where they say, if you sinning or you don't know Christ is the pardon of your sin, come on down, repeat this prayer, and you will be saved. So that, in a nutshell, is coming by Jesus to get to his Father. And so as she began to go in, the dialogue began to what constitutes this, what constitutes that. And the young lady said, listen, you need to read the whole chapter. I'm not just going to give you a small verse. I'm going to give you the whole chapter. If you continue to read John 14, a small part of it says, if you love me, you will keep my commandments. Now, we all know what commandments Jesus was talking about. Those are the ones that Moses got off the mountain, then he threw at the people because they were sinning. But, I watched it. But those are the commandments. And if you know the 10 commandments and you know what they are, that is what Jesus is saying. If you love me, you will keep my commandments. And so, I posed the question, since we have all of this information and we know that you can't get to the Father except you go through Christ, and if you love him, you will keep his commandments, who's going to hell anyway? That is the question of the day. That is the question that I won't answer, because I don't feel like everybody feel like hell is real. Because everybody that died, and so far as I see, I'm not trying to take stab at nobody and their loved one, but everybody that died, and I've seen this group discussion before, does not go to heaven. I'm wondering if we're thinking that hell is just for the murderers and the rapists and the racist people and the thieves and people that just do crazy stuff in their lifetime. Do we think that hell is just for them? Who's going to hell anyway? If that is what the Bible says, and that's not a big if, that is an emphatic yes, it says that, who going to hell? That is what I want to know. So if you can, subscribe to my channel and leave your comments below. Also share this, because I really want other feedback. Like, she got a gang of comments on this, and like I said, surprisingly to me, a bunch of people that were in agreement with her. So I want to know what you guys think. Who's going to hell anyway? Is hell even real? Do we believe in the rapture? Do we believe that every knee shall bow, every tongue will confess that Christ is Lord at an appointed time when the Bible has completely revealed itself? Do we believe that Jesus is coming back? Is hell real? And if hell is real, who's going to hell anyway? That's the question of the day. So, leave that below in the comments. I'll come back with another Melanin moment to address some of the comments. I'm not even going to, act like I would be mad. I done heard everything in the world. I done heard about being judgmental, Christians this, Christians that. I done heard it all, so it really ain't going to it's not going to ruffle my feathers if you say something that you feel like is going to touch a nerve, because my Bible tells me that heaven and earth will pass away and the word ain't going nowhere. So I'm not going to argue the Bible. All I'm going to say is what it says. And it says, Jesus said, I am the way. So if Jesus said I'm the way, and if you love him, keep his commandments, who's going to hell anyway? Please believe that, but leave that below in the comments. You guys have an amazing Wednesday. Stay safe, wear your mask, keep your distance, wash your hands. COVID-19, it took over 500,000 lives. They just had a video the other day, and I know we tired of being all cooped up with these masks on, and we want to go on vacation and all this kind of stuff. But listen, look, you don't know what COVID will do to you if it get a hold of you. So you need to stay safe before your family don't see you no more, and you ain't gonna be able to go on vacation because you're gonna be here. So stay safe, wear your mask, keep your distance. Y'all have an amazing Wednesday, and I'll see you soon for another Melanin moment. Leave those comments.